Hello, gorgeous. Sorry if you hear some noise in the background. Family can't live with them, can't live without them. So they're watching a German movie right now, but that's what happens when you have German loved ones. They're gonna say, I'm gonna watch a foreign film, and then it's like, no, you're not watching a foreign film. You are the foreign film. Your life is a foreign film. So I started a tarot channel specifically for Pisces, but I do moon readings. I read all the moon phases, and I have my tea here. It's perfect. Happy Monday, you guys. Happy Monday. So this is the Kava stress relief tea from Yogi. Eases tension and promotes relaxation. I just like it because it's warm, and I'm gonna do a tarot card reading. Hello. So happy Monday. And I have a candle going on because at night I like to have the natural light versus the actual electric lights to get my body used to it, and I like to go to sleep when it gets dark with my body in the sunset. So hit me with some hellos in the comments. Give me a little status update of who are you, what you're up to, what's going on. And I have a probiotic I need to take here. So here are my cards, and I'm gonna do just a random drawing of the cards to give you your tarot weekly readings. There is a new channel I have called Tarot Gia, and it's attached to my channel. So if you click on my channel's main page, it's going to show you a separate channel that I have specifically for Pisces tarot card readings, and it's super fun. So hop on there. You can give my videos a like, give them check them out, subscribe, tell your friends. And also I do monthly readings, I do weekly readings, and I do love readings all the time. So check those out. So the first card is the Moon. So this means confusion, answers. Okay, so there's like some sort of confusion going on, but the answers are right in front of you. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, there's the Moon, there's two people or two dogs. Usually like in the right, what is it called, Stephen Rider tarot, there's two people that are howling at the moon, and then there is a scorpion. Hello, Jenny. And the answers, they're like looking to the moon for all this distraction, all this light, all this facade. And usually in the original tarot cards, there's like a dark person, like a dark shadow coming out of the water. And so right now you need to rely on your intuition and not see deceit. You have to see through it. So you need to use some shrewdness, some sagacity to use your judgment and figure your way out through the situation, whatever is going on through this week. So you're probably starting out with Monday and thinking like, there's so much going on. It's Monday, the week is starting. I'm overwhelmed already as it is. And there's a lot going to be happening this September. So this next card is Temperance. So I guess you're gonna find some footing this week. So this means appreciating different energy, patience, calm, and demeanor, meaning that there's probably a lot of things going on. You're probably super overwhelmed this week so far, especially with these cards together. You're gonna find a way out of this, and you're gonna sorry for the glare. I don't mean to for that to happen. Say hello in the comments. Tell me where you're from. Tell me your name. So these two cards together, you're gonna find some way to channel this confused energy and use your judgment to be able to get past it by remaining calm and seeing what happens, saying what happens. Next is the Knight of Pentacles. I love anything Pentacles because it's literally the good luck charm, the sign of abundance. It's the sign of happiness and like just things coming into your life that are good. And so this is all about dependability, routine, tradition, efficiency, hard work, and patience, virtues of like, so all the virtues of knights, say for instance with like chivalry and having a word of honor, all the virtues of a knight, they are typically bearers of good news that you will have through the week, which is the side of this card. So who will soon enter your life. So this week, all of this chaos is going on and this lack of clarity. So something will come out of the fog and show you that it's gonna be all right. Next card, the Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is new knowledge or breakthroughs. So whatever this situation is, this new piece of news that's going to come across you is going to give you some mental clarity and some new beginnings. And it's the purest embodiment of its suit. So of all the swords. So all the swords cards, this is the one that comes through with strong focus and concentration. So this week, you're gonna find your footing, so you'll be fine. So let me know in the comments below what's going on with you this week. What are your plans and how these cards relate to you, or what you're feeling about this reading so far, or just how you're doing, because I'd love to hear from you. So let's see here. So we have the Moon, I need to get like a second camera so that I can switch and alternate. The Moon, Temperance, Knight of Pentacles, and Ace of Swords. So these are our cards so far. So it looks like it's going to be hazy, but we'll find our way out of it. And we'll not only find our way out of it, it looks like we're going to be pretty triumphant when it comes to how swimmingly it's going to be. Next is the Hierophant. So this is belief, traditional values, advice, authority, someone who's like an industry leader. And you're going to get some like guidance and social conventions from a person. So you're going to, let's say, have some help in a path towards fulfillment. So whatever you're going through this week, you're going to find your footing, and then it's gonna get even better because it's just gonna glow up from here. So let me know whatever is on your mind right now. I just want to hear a hello from anybody who's checked in, or even just having me play in the background while you wash your dishes. I really don't care. Just say hello. Next card is the Two of Swords. So this means you have a denial of some sort of situation that's right in front of you, and it could also mean that you have a strong decision, a big, tough, possibly tough decision that you have to make, but both decisions have equal distribution of power. So say that you have like one decision that's just as important as the other. Making a decision is that much harder because they're very life-altering and they're very strongly different decisions, and if you choose one, you have to choose one, and you're just like procrastinating making the choice. And you could also be in some sort of conflict that that needs resolve, and you can just have your blinders on, especially in this muddy week, because everybody's going back to school, going back to work, or figuring out what to do with school with their kids. I can totally see that happening, where everybody's getting used to the work from home life, and they're not sure if they want to go back into the workforce or if they want to go back to get their kids back to school, because they realize, I love having my kid at home and teaching them properly what I want to teach them, and giving them the education that they need, and all the things, all the wonderful priorities in life. Next is the Eight of Cups. So this means you want, like, there's some wanting of a change coming in the air. So you're probably looking at some bifurcation or new directions to change in where you currently are. And there's like some sort of like withdrawal from something that is in the air, from some situation, or there's like a sense of abandonment that you want to whether something's abandoning you or you want to leave from a situation. So there's also like action and desires on your mind. You want to act, and you have to act to get out of this situation, obviously, and you need the courage. And this also says like security and stability can happen, but only at a personal cost, which is why you have to abandon all these cups and look at life and find out what you need to set aside to make these things happen. So taking action is always the thing to do, because you can have all the knowledge in the world. They say that knowledge is power. I do not believe that knowledge is power. Action is power, because you can have all the knowledge in the world, but you do nothing with it, and then you basically sit on your couch, play video games all day, ain't nothing's gonna happen to your life. So you gotta take some risks, and whether they are good or not, you can decide, and that's the sacrifice you have to make. So cups, oh my golly, look at all those cups and just walking away. Next card is the Emperor. So this is action, strength, and responsibility. This is the card of, look at how he's seated there in a chair with a sword in his hand. He has all the power in the world, not afraid of it leaving him. He doesn't have to scream. He doesn't have to get up and charge and tell everybody he's the boss. The Emperor is the one in control, and there's like a lot of inner strength and discipline that needs to be had here, and leadership, and like this is a very masculine card. So there's like a lot of power here, where it's powerful influence over someone, or you are finding your footing when it comes to finding your purpose in this week's situations. And specifically when it comes to, when you put these two cards together, you got to look around you and realize wow, I am mastering the situation I am in, and that's the only thing you can do. You can take risks and then find out what happens afterward. And whether the risk is good or bad, I don't like to see things in good or bad. I like to see things in gray, especially with big life-altering decisions in your frontal lobe that makes all these really important decisions that you can't answer with a yes or no. These questions are to be made by taking risks, and when you take a risk, it's not necessarily that, oh, something good will happen out of it no matter what. You can look at it that way. I believe that you should look at it that way. Be optimistic. So what you can do is find out if something bad happens, that it's going to be a learning lesson, or just make good decisions all the way, or what you think would be a very rightly so good decision that benefits you very much in the long run. So next is the Knight of Cups. So, oh, hi, Jenny. Hi from Arizona. What part of Arizona are you from? Thank you so much for following me, by the way. And thank you for saying hello, because I love hearing from you. Thank you so much. So, and also, what's going on with you guys? Leave it in the comments below. What are your plans this week? How was your Monday? How has your day been? So, Knight of Cups is when, okay, so this is usually a romantic card, so someone is coming to serenade you, someone's trying to impress you, and oh, Glendale! We have a Glendale here in Los Angeles too, so it's a very friendly thing to hear, a very familiar city also that has the same name here. So tell me what Glendale's like, by the way. I've been to Tempe and Phoenix, that's it. Like, they're very close to each other, obviously. Is that close by? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear more from you. So thank you, Jenny, by the way. So Knight of Cups is when someone is romantic and trying to dedicate a lot to you, prove their love to you. So this is when they are trying to serenade you, essentially, and try to impress you all the way. When it comes to seeking novel paths to kind of like ace their goals. So how would you say? This is also a distraction. So if it can be seen as romance, but it can also be seen as something that gets in your way, that you realize, oh, this distraction is a kind of a sign telling me that I have to focus and concentrate on whatever my purpose, my mission is that I need to fulfill currently. Okay, Page of Pentacles. So as you know, I love all things pentacles. Here, let me turn on the light so it's not super dark. Sorry, I hope you didn't get like a total blast of light. So, how's your guys' weeks? So, Page of Pentacles. This is very like a hands-on financial opportunity and reciprocity and introspection and consciousness, good things, good tidings, and that can be academically rewarding or also financially rewarding. So the page is always very young teenager energy that's very like youthful. So someone who's very excited to learn. This is like a very exciting new like endeavor that you're probably doing. And it's also very like, it's probably so, like if you're like an intern, or if you're starting a new job, or if you're like the newest one at the job, or if you're starting a new part of a job within your career. So like you might be opening a new project, or you might be starting or working with someone else who's a bit more senior with you. This is the kind of energy that's putting out there. It could also be that you're working with someone younger. So there's like a lot of young, exciting new energy here. And this is really, this is a really interesting week so far. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. Let's do a few more because I'm having a lot of fun with you. So next is I love this card, the Four of Wands. So as you can see, there is a little castle with a celebration of a couple people in the distance, and they're waving their, I guess, like pom-poms. So these people, this is a sign of celebration. This is a sign of something good is coming from a long journey, and or you have a celebration ahead of you, a really fun time that you're gonna have to like, you were on a long journey, or you were going through something and going quite a long way, quite the distance, and there's like some satisfaction, some progress that you made, and there are next stages that you are gonna start, and there are fresh beginnings ending in joy. It could be like you're closing off an old era that's ending in this wonderful event, or there's a lot of rest and success in this card typically. So you have been working for a very long time, and finally you can rest your feet. Oh, we're getting a bunch of good cards today, and I did a pretty good shuffle. So the Empress is divine feminine energy. She's very abundant. She's very, as you can see, she's very fine with herself. I don't know how else to iterate that. She's very secure in her own footing. As you can see, she's sitting down, she's raising a scepter, and she's out in nature. I guess she's part of Mother Nature, and she's enjoying, and she's a natural part of life, so it's very nurturing. This is a very abundant card, and it could be something with creation and pregnancy. So like there's a lot of feminine influence in this card, and it means that there's like the offering of love or fertility is coming your way. And it doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, someone's gonna get pregnant with a baby. It could be pregnant with new ideas. It could be pregnant with something new you want to execute. Or sorry, this movie's getting really loud. So there's a lot of fertility in your ideas, in your work projects, in your productivity, or it could be simply with a fruitful relationship that you're having. So there's a lot of fertile feeling, like it's very feminine, and there's abundance in this card. So it's creation and just feminine influence, and it's a very patient card also. So it's probably something that you've been sitting and waiting for a long time, or been working towards, because an Empress doesn't just get there overnight. And sometimes you have to realize that Empress, even though they have such a high up place, even if they did inherit the position, they still have a lot of work to do. So to get to this point takes a lot of work, and now you can rest your feet and be creative. So, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, congratulations, Jenny. So you are turning a new chapter in your life right now. You have a new relationship, or you have a new job. It is kind of like a new relationship. I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. What's your new position? Or you don't have to tell us if you're not interested, if you're like, I'm tired of this girl. But I'm just so happy to hear this fantastic news, and I'm glad you got out of a relationship to see that it wasn't working for you, and that I hope you are in a much better place, because you have so much going for you right now, this new position, and so much to go ahead to look forward to. Go Jenny. So everybody give Jenny a round of applause. Give it. Thank you so much for sharing that. The next card is, I get nervous with these cards with the swords. So this is the Four of Swords. I don't know if you can see these cards very well. You know what? I might have to get new cards that are a bit more contrasted. And this battlefield in the background is one of my family members watching a movie. Family, you can't live with them. You can't live without them. Robert, can you turn it down, please? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So, Robert, turn it down. It's loud. Thank you. So Four of Swords. This means you're relaxing, you're meditative, you're peacefully reflecting on this resting period. So I feel like you're very content with yourself, whatever your situation is currently. It's not a scattered phase. The chaos is gone, the dust has settled, and this is a very peaceful place to be, especially considering that it's a swords card. And this is probably the safest swords card that you can have, where it's usually about disaster and violence and just conflict. So this is a really good card to have. These cards are fantastic right now. I'm really happy for this Wednesday fortune. So, or this week's fortune, I meant to say. Sorry, I don't know why I was thinking Wednesday. So so far, these are the last 4 cards. So, this is the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, the Empress, and the Four of Swords. So take with this what you will, and you can take a snapshot of it if you want to feel, if you're feeling lucky, if you're feeling good about it. And also, I think I'm going to do a couple more cards because I'm having so much fun with you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I have a new channel, Tarot Gia, and it's really just strictly tarot readings. It's also horoscope readings, and I have all the moon phases laid out, and I am doing the September's monthly horoscope reading, and I actually have it all laid out already. I cannot wait to share it with you guys. It's on that channel, so if you could subscribe or give it a like. It's specifically a Pisces channel, but I do all the moon phases, so like every single date applies to everybody. So if there's like a Sun-Mars trine going on, then it applies to everybody that, oh, this is gonna happen, this is gonna be a stressful time, and all those things. So it's a Pisces channel, but only because I'm a Pisces, that's the sign I'm most familiar with. But otherwise, I do daily tarot readings on there all the time, and or I do weekly tarot readings, and then I also do monthly readings. So the next the next card is the Hanged Man. So I'm always very neutral about this card. This is not good, this is not bad, this is a new perspective. So as you see, the Hanged Man is upside down, seeing the world in a new way. And with all these changes going on in this week and all these triumphs, you're probably thinking like, I'm allowing the universe to do what it will, and there's a sense of transition and a decision that could be made. But you might feel a little bit stuck because he's upside down and he's kind of not planning to go anywhere. He's probably just gonna be there for a bit. And I think that's the whole part of this card, the Four of Swords together, that it's like a very meditative situation where you're not really moving and making progress or going backwards. So that's not good, that's not bad, or it's not that it's bad, it's neutral is definitely how I see the Hanged Man. So you probably have a new light on things. You're probably resonating and soaking with this new perspective, and sometimes you need to really just chill with the way you are. Like if you're single, there are times where I was single and I was really enjoying it. I was like, this isn't good, this isn't bad. Where if you're in a relationship, especially if it's like there's like 50-50 relationships where it's like mellow, and then there's like 90-10 relationships where it's like up and down and up and down. When it's good, it's really good. When it's bad, it's really bad. So you're in this situation where you're somewhere in the middle and you're thinking like, I think this is not bad. So like I'm enjoying this, I'm soaking this in. I think that's what this situation is right now. And I have been in this place quite a bit. When I was single and I had my own apartment and I was just by myself, I would just enjoy the time being alone. And I think everybody has to enjoy that time of aloneness, like sitting in your car alone. There's some peace to that. So I know that's like a weird metaphor or example, but there is something to that, to just being alone with your thoughts. I think this is gonna be the last card for tonight. And let's see here, just want to make sure shuffled a bit. Okay, so this is the Chariot. So you're making progress. This is a very independent card. So it means that you're making progress with yourself. You're moving. You're not looking back. You're like, hey, I got a mission. I got things to do. I have a lot on my mind. I got to get this done. And it's a very fulfilling card because it means you're on your way. It's going places with, like, you also have strong willpower with your decisions right now, and you have a lot of hard work, focus, and endurance in this case. So whatever you've been through, it doesn't even matter anymore because you've been through all of it and you can handle more. So you know your capabilities. It's like that expression that's super cliche, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but it's totally true. So this is the last card for today, and I think the Chariot is really it's like a fantastic card generally, I think, because if you're moving, that means you're going places. And as long as you're not staying still, you can be comfortable and staying still, and that's when you're in trouble. You can not experience anything in life, not take any risk, and that's the time where you miss out on everything in life because you're stuck at home, or you're just forced, or you're letting yourself be at home, you're letting yourself be stuck, where even if you're making bad decisions, you're making decisions period, and you're learning and getting more out of life because of it, and you have more stories to tell, you're more interesting. And at dinner, I love sitting next to the person who was like divorced 3 times, traveled the world, went to jail. That person I want to sit next to at dinner because they have all those stories, where the person who's like the virgin, who's like never seen the light of day, is it's not going to have a lot to say. So have the chariot, be the one who's progressing constantly and moving like crazy. You don't have to move like crazy. You can also move slow and steady. That's perfectly fine too, but as long as you're moving. So it could be at a snail's pace as long as you are moving. So that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. It was so much fun with you. Thank you, Jenny, for watching, and I really appreciate you being here. You know what? I am gonna show you the layout of these cards. Sorry, excuse the clothes because I did some laundry and then I was filming a video. So these are the cards. I don't know if you can see them very well. There's a lot of cards. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you later.